Hey, what's up? Welcome back to It's Not a Game, It's a Movie. We're already cranking up about this game. This movie, technically. We were literally thinking about it's Mortal Kombat. It's the remake Mortal Kombat. It's not the original Mortal Kombat. It's the Mortal Kombat that yeah.
Let's start this.
My name is Kirk and this is
Meli. Let's start it.
And we do video game movies. Yes, we're gonna start this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Let's go. As always, we play the movie behind us. That way you guys can enjoy. We have started it. For those listening, we are at the 20-second mark.
Oh, you forgot to do your click thing.
No, because you said, let's go. Let's start it. So,
I'm sorry.
No problem. Let's do it. It's not blaming you. Let's go. So that's what we did. But yeah, we're still doing it. What the heck? So like, even the intro, Atomic Monster. What was that? That was like some.
That was a lot. Have they made any other films?
Never seen any other films by Atomic Monster, but they probably spent all their money on their logo.
I'm about to look this up. What other gems have they created?
Yeah, look up. We all know what New Line Cinema has done, but who is Atomic Monster? Feudal Japan, 1617.
Oh, they done films for the Conjuring universe, Lights Out, Mortal Kombat, Malignant, my favorite movie. I love that movie, and Megan.
So horror movies, except Mortal Kombat.
I would say some campy movies because Malignant was campy, and
that was a horror movie to some.
To who?
Whoever watched it and realized it was scary and not funny.
Oh, okay.
There are people that probably
I don't know who saw Malignant and was terrified, but
same people saw The Ring.
I died laughing when I knew something was off about that girl because she just seemed like a weirdo. And
she looked like a weirdo. Oh, you're just gonna take the buckets and run?
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me talk about this movie, not Malignant. I could talk about Malignant forever. It's one of my favorite movies.
It's the worst.
I love how bad it is.
Says a lot.
I love a horribly bad movie.
She's gonna love these movies.
I love that someone can fall from the attic and make it all the way down to the ground floor.
You don't believe that?
How weak are all the floors in that house? From the attic, from the second floor, and then to the living room.
Wait till the new Fast and the Furious comes out, and then you tell me. I'm pretty sure I've seen John Cena just put somebody through a floor.
Okay. Well, John Cena could do anything, so.
Anything The Rock can't do. Finish Fast and the Furious as a franchise. Anyway.
Okay, back to this movie, though.
Oh, well, blood and guts already. Look at that.
Okay.
Well, they're speaking in Mandarin. Thank God for subtitles because I wouldn't notice the difference. I'd be like, oh, look at this other clan from Japan.
Oh, look at the cute baby. Oh my God, so chunky.
She wasn't speaking another language. She just said, hi, look at that cute baby.
It is so cute and chunky. Oh my goodness. Let me a cute chunky baby.
They pulled the cast from the raid into this. It says Mandarin, and then in the movie it says Chinese, which is...
I think just like the subtitles along with the movie, it doesn't know what it's doing. So it just goes hand in hand.
Look at this little kid. Yeah, put your... Wait, hold on. There's so many other questions then. I can just make ice. That's so cool. You're Sub-Zero. I know who you are. Oh, you just start speaking Japanese. Why did you walk in speaking Japanese? I wanted to make it look cool when I pulled out this ice.
So sad.
I wish you got to spend more time with his family.
I know, their death would have been more impactful, but you know.
Craziest part is, if you ever seen the anime, which we will probably do, they do this scene for scene, and it's way more impactful. Look at the trees. The trees behind them are filled with blood.
As a mom, I don't understand how she was just so chill with her kid being so close to that.
Those are leaves. I don't know.
I don't know. I think I'll be throwing stuff. I'll be yelling at the kids to run as fast and as far as they can, hide. I wouldn't just be like, I'm just gonna keep holding you. I would.
Again, in the anime that happens, in the movie it does
I would
not.
easily like sacrifice myself. Like she was like mad chill with like, we're gonna die.
Yeah, the
I'm
anime.
okay with this.
Again, I'm not giving too much away, and I know there's people like, but you're not watching anime. Yeah, everything you're saying actually does happen, and it's just not in this movie, because in the movie we're not going to show you, how strong and powerful the mom is, or how much you would actually sacrifice. That was bare bones sacrifice. Kill him. He kills him, slices his arm off, stabs him in the back.
So do you think that they cut the scene to make the mom come off as a realistic mom, or just to show how badass she could be, just so we can have a longer, intense fight scene?
I think they cut it to get to the point with Scorpion. It's like, you know this already, right? Okay. Which is crazier because y'all gave him time to go do that. Like, you guys are right there. You gave him time to do that. Let's not attack all at the same time. Let's let him beat us with this rope. And good job, Scorpion, but... Or Hanzo. Why did you... As a clan master, you're a terrible clan master. You let all your men get murdered while you sat in the woods and waited for him to beat them all to fight you. Does that only mean you wanted them to wear him down? What was the point of that?
It was to wear him down.
It's not a good enough wear down. You killed his family.
It was just a little flex that he had.
Oh, that was a little flex?
Yeah. I came here with all these men. I could care less about them.
Yeah, that's a terrible flex. He has to come home.
Can you imagine explaining that? Or can you imagine the next trip you go on? Would anybody go with you? Like, nah, he has a bad history of bringing people back.
Yeah, right? Oh, come on. That is a deep wound.
Not enough.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, not deep enough either. Look at this. Just like Mortal Kombat. Let's get the X-ray on this. Wow. This is what you guys do as Scorpion and Sub-Zero. You have ice powers, you have your dagger. Let's go physical.
Why not?
They're not really proving anything. Every time they get into like a little bit of a close enough, it's like ice, dagger. It's like, might as well just go in. Like, must be some noobs playing. Yeah. Yeah. That's what he does. Wakes up and throws the dagger at his head. Like, yeah! Gotcha.
Still would have been a better movie.
Oh, man.
Continue after
if he got up and yelled, "Possum, bitch," and threw the dagger, I would have lost it. See, he's still alive. He could have got up and threw the dagger. Possum, bitch.
Oh, the use of blood in this movie.
It's so CGI, it almost looks real. It's so much CGI blood. Have to get to crack, baby. Because when I do... Then what? I like how they do this in this movie. There it is. It's like... I like how they pulled that it was all part of a plan.
What about the baby?
It'll be fine. It'll grow up and survive on its own, just like Tarzan. No, Raiden. Oh, I didn't know. If I did not see those glowing eyes, I would never knew you were Raiden.
People who's never played the game probably didn't know that.
I don't know. Maybe him falling out the sky with lightning. And even if you didn't know it, why that CGI on those eyes is terrible.
I know they could have just gave him contacts, no?
Yeah, like it looks like I did it. Like I followed him walking and just kept clipping white spots every time he took a step.
That was a great intro.
Oh, sort of. They had to fight in the woods. Actually, that was the best part of the movie.
I know I was talking shit, I was going to say, but that was their parts at the beginning and at the end was the only parts of the movie that I actually remembered. This might be me watching it for the first time after I watched it 2 or 3 times. I don't hold on to anything.
Well, it's saying,
I don't even know the main character's name. This guy's name. I don't even know what's his name.
Most people don't know his name. I know his name is Cole.
Is his name Cole?
Yeah.
Okay then, so Cole.
Fucking corny. I don't get it. Watch his name not be Cole.
You said it with such confidence. I hope it is.
It better be Cole. But who cares? That's kind of the point. There
Cole,
it is.
there you go, Cole Young. You're right.
Like, nobody cares
And
about
like,
this guy.
what is his power? That he sucks at boxing, or
he
sucks
can't
at,
win a
like,
fight to save his fucking life.
He sucks at what he does.
Yeah. I feel like, and I'm saying this
He's
early
good at taking punches. Like,
well, again, what I said earlier, and I'm still standing by this. For those who are watching this movie with us, Cole Young, to me, only exists as a MacGuffin for the first movie, and then they just want to make another movie. Just be like, yo, we're going to kill him and bring in Johnny Cage. Which pretty much should just...
They should have did it from the beginning.
Yeah, just left him as Johnny Cage.
This sucks.
Watch me watch Mortal Kombat while I'm watching a guy get his ass whooped. Because this never happened in Mortal Kombat. This is not enjoyable. If you can see behind me, he is losing. If it's blurry, that sucks. He's losing. Ah, they drug the black guy from the CW into this.
See, like, oh wow, now he's winning. Look at me. That doesn't even look right. And by the way, this guy who's playing Cole Young is a professional fighter who can't sell fighting on television. And I'm not saying this to sound like like an asshole. He went out for Iron Fist, the Netflix show, and they gave it to the guy from Game of Thrones.
Oh God.
Yeah. If you understand how jacked up that is.
That girl screaming, "Come on. Don't tap out." He's just gonna end up passing out. I don't know.
Yeah, tap out or pass out. Pick one.
And she seems so disappointed in her dad. Oh, damn you. Right, that's her dad, right?
I hope so.
Or is that her uncle or some bullshit? I don't know. She's related.
What year is this?
She's related to him.
Has to be.
Some type of way.
I watched Elvis not that long ago.
No, that's not his wife. That child is not his wife.
Hope not.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's his niece or his daughter.
Do the realms in the outworld work, or the laws in outworld work a little different?
I don't know anymore.
Here comes Sub-Zero. Shang Tsung looks so weird. As much as this is going to sound weird, and this is just weird. I don't feel like that's Shang Tsung. I just feel like it's an Asian guy named Mike. Like, because he doesn't give me the presence of Shang Tsung. Looks like I don't even want to go as deep as cosplay. It looks like Halloween in the office. Like
something that Dwight will wear?
Yeah. Yep.
See, now this I've seen this movie and I forgot that was his ancestry.
Doesn't matter.
I completely forgot.
Doesn't matter. It's one of those things where they start like explaining the story and it's more questionable. And I'm gonna let them explain it a little bit to you if you forgot, and then I'm gonna show you the questions I have.
I forgot everything.
It's your totem, Daddy. It's how you know you're here and not an outworld. Maybe if you ain't throw so many punches. You took the belt from the creator of the game? Oh, gasp.
Do you think all the black men in Hollywood were just like, oh, they're making a Mortal Kombat movie, let me shave my head and audition?
No, because Jax originally had hair. If anything, it was probably like, let's find the closest person that looks like Steve Harvey in his 20s. Oh, look at that birthmark. You should have got that looked at a long time ago, because that's obviously a dragon with a circle on it. Like as a child, you would look like, what the
I'd be walking around like, this is the coolest birthmark of all time. I don't think I will let my daughter or anybody know that I was fighting if I'm known for losing so much. I'm like, you know what? Just don't come.
Like these bruises on me. Yeah, I won. I won. Check the tape.
Oh no, man. It's gonna be so entertaining.
You see it's snowing, right? That's the build up to Sub-Zero, but it's not really a build up. It's just like, yeah, no shit. Oh, and y'all gonna sit there? So all this is happening, and you're gonna sit there. I'd have been like global warming at least. I'd have been like, no, something's wrong.
I would be grabbing my child.
Yeah, like no, we're not gonna sit here. Like the fuck.
But just watching your child getting maybe possibly frozen to death is a way more better situation. I hope they get their ice cream that they're looking for.
She's still sitting. Even he's like, can you get up? Can you get up?
Look at now, Emily.
Can you get up? That's way too much ice. Even for that truck. Is he just throwing ice everywhere? Like, do you have a destination for this ice?
Doesn't seem like ice is happening down the street, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you just... Oh, now I know where to throw it. Now I know to throw it at this car.
It seems like he doesn't even know who he is.
Yeah, so. It's like he could barely see. What? No, that's an everyday question. That's like an average everyday question. It's not. It looks like somebody took a brand and marked you. Like, it's not impossible. There's no way that's a birthmark. Your doctor probably saw it and said you might have melanoma. Like, there's something wrong with you. Fuck this mark. Like, yo. So if he has this mark, why would you go down this alleyway? And how did Sub-Zero catch up to you that fast? Why are you still holding on to his kids and wife? Why don't you just tell him to get out the car? There's so...
Yeah, tell them that they'll be safer not standing next to you. Because if they continue to stand next to you, they're pretty much dead. No.
That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like a pirate.
We could take them together. Can you?
Why would you even take him at all? You're in a car. He's not the fucking Terminator. Just go. Like, and then he doesn't.
He doesn't want you.
He doesn't want to fight you on. He disappeared and you chased him. You deserve to die. Like, that's like. And then he froze up like. You walked into a Batman villain's cave. Like, what are you doing? Dude. This is
Well, they had to justify how he loses his arm, so...
He's a billion other ways he can lose his arms. He doesn't have to be stupid.
I mean... This is how it happens, though.
Doesn't have to... He could have just been in a regular old fight. Why do you have to chase him and follow him? And he knows what he's capable of.
He does.
But I'm Jax. And no offense to the actor who's playing Jax. He's kind of big, but he's not that big. If you get what I mean. Like, Jax is like bodybuilder big.
Yeah, Jax is stupid big, but you know, progress is how he gets there eventually.
I mean, Jonathan Majors is bigger than that. And that's not progress. Like, his arms are still like huge. And you really thought you were gonna... Hold up. What martial arts does Jax know?
We just need to see him lose his arms. This is the purpose of this scene.
No, it's not. Well, it
is.
It is, but he doesn't need to lose his arms like this. You are a special forces military trained officer. You came in with a shotgun. And then you got fatality.
Oof.
Well, that if that don't kill you.
It doesn't.
I know. Nothing will. Took your arms off, and then I threw you over a ledge, and you hit a cinder block with barbed wire and barbs.
It's because he's Jax and he has a bald head. So.
I'm Steve Harvey, and I came here to say this doesn't make any sense.
I think with these movies, we have to let logic go.
Okay, here's the best logic in the world. A crazy man is chasing you, your wife, and your daughter, and you went to the nearest motel.
Yeah.
And the vehicle that the guy who just died owns.
Yeah. What are you saying?
And if he stays here, and if the guy shows up, he'll kill you both. So why didn't you just take them home and go somewhere?
Well, you can't take them home.
They don't even know where they live. They're following him. They're following the mark. The mark gives away your location. That's why him and Jack splitting up was kind of dumb.
It was. I don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying logically in the video game, in the game itself, in the game, Mortal Kombat, you know, the one that came out in 1993 and they already made a movie about it?
Yes.
It makes sense. Because in that movie, as weird and as stupid as that is, it still makes sense.
What do you mean? This doesn't make sense to you?
No, I was like,
you don't think those birthmarks make sense?
I call this the Lion King thing, where it's like, you've already seen this, so we're going to change it to where it doesn't make sense because it's going to be different than what you already saw. But then at the same time, we're going to keep it so familiar that when you're watching it, you're going to be able to pick it apart and be like, that's wrong.
No. Everything in this makes sense.
Yeah.
Everything.
Uh-huh. It does.
It does.
It definitely does. Because look where he finds her. Look, this must be it.
Don't act like you don't go driving places and you're like, this is the place I'm going. This is it. No GPS. No, barely a location.
He doesn't know anything.
He does.
He knows this isn't my vehicle. That's about it.
He didn't even go on a search for a way to enter. He just decided to hop over the gate. He's making all the choices I would make as well.
That's why Johnny Cage isn't in this movie. That is exactly why Johnny Cage is. Because even he would be like, this doesn't make any sense. Hi, I'm Sonya Blade. Let me fight you real fast. Oh. You're not really hidden.
They are. They're behind that barbed wire gate. Clemens, come on now. I have to explain this movie to you.
You're going to have to explain it to me and everybody else watching because we're all sitting here like, what? That shit went out the window when he fought somebody with his hands. And how does your trailer extend this far out? Like, did we just see this?
We did.
And it was
Keep up, Clemens.
It was like a little shack, right? It was like this big.
Clemens.
And then she went in it, and now she has windows.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just having to look out.
Why can't they be windows that look out?
Because they have barbed wire on it.
I'm tired of you using logic in this movie. You need to stop it right now and let's just watch it and enjoy the acting, the great writing.
That's not here at all.
The set design that makes complete sense.
I think the set design not making sense is the most entertaining part of this movie.
Like,
getting real tired of you.
Hey, there's a reference to T-Hawk. Here, there's a reference to the other one. There's a reference to that one. That's great. Can you tell me their stories? You would think also if they've had all this time to search all this out, they'd be better at putting together a package to tell this guy what's going on instead of walking into a conspiracy room.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Charlie to have all his string and be like, look!
Pepe Sanchez! I know he exists! He's somewhere in here, man!
That would have made the movie 10 times better, but you know, they're trying.
Oh, don't worry. It's just somebody tied up in the back room. The introduction to this shit, like, well, I mean,
Oh, disgusting.
These, yeah, like, come on. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, where is this attached to? You got a hole in your ceiling. Ah, Reptile. How did Reptile find him? Let me guess.
His marking?
Yeah.
What?
Because, you know, we hide so you can't say. That was a good throw. That was a good throw. My man picked up the wrench. A room full of guns, he picked up the wrench.
Because he's fucking useless. Just like his power at the end is useless. Everything about this character is useless.
Reptile does look good, though. This is a good looking Reptile. It'd be cool if they showed him go into human form, though. But see, this is clever. This is how you save money, Melly. He's invisible. He's invisible. I'll give him that. They knew how to spread the budget out.
Ugh.
Yeah, right? Did you just walk through the rest of that?
I love that he knew where the flare was.
Yeah, I've only been
He
staying.
just walked in there like 10 minutes ago.
Well, he probably been watching. The flare was right next to the door he was trapped in. I'll give him that, but
No, I mean, Cole was the one who told him Kano used
oh
the
yeah,
flare.
no, I don't know how
he knew where
Kano knew. If I was Kano,
I was like, Kano probably would.
Yeah.
He's been in there for God knows how long. He should know where that
if I
whole
was
thing
Kano,
is.
I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, it'd be Cole. Like, how the hell did you map up everything in here? You just walked in here.
Right. Look at that Reptile. Oh, look at that shit.
Why couldn't he just handed her the knife?
Yeah, I was wondering, like, what was
She
all
wasn't that far from him.
And I think that took impact off of the. Yeah, look at that fatality. I'll give him that. That was cool. Ripped his heart out.
Gotta go. Shh. Gotta crush it. I'm happy for you. Now go squish squish. No?
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Was it a missed opportunity for Sonya Blade? And what move was that? I'm sitting here like, in Mortal Kombat, did she used to spin like that? I don't remember that one.
No.
That was Melina, right?
I believe so. She was really good with kicking and using like her body to like do like grapple. Yes, grapple, not grapple attacks. I remember that with Sonya.
But the spinning?
I don't recall, but I could be wrong. I haven't played Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they could have added something.
Centuries.
It was like spin into him with the knife. It'll save you time.
Look at that. And he's an artist.
He's a psychopath.
And he just answered that. Look at that.
Well, most artists are psychopaths. He's right. Van Gogh is missing an ear.
I love that she was reaching for a pen too. Like, just.
He said get a pen, and I'm gonna believe him.
Where's Kano from?
Australia.
Okay.
She's from down under. See, look at that house. I mean, she might. Did you see how far that house extends? And she's got hidden doors and fuck. Yeah, she might have it. Yeah, okay.
I love his analogies.
Oh.
Oh, thank God that he spit. I thought he was going to swallow
Yeah,
that.
I'd rather
like,
spit it.
Ugh.
That's what makes it always funny. I'm like, if you swallow it. Yeah, right in the hands of the gnome. It's not a shithole. Like, the way they're talking about where she lives is like, yeah, look at it. It's a trailer park.
It's a very spacious tiny house.
Very spacious. It's got all sliding hidden doors. You got a couple extra rooms in there. I'm pretty sure there's some guns hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
Then I'm pretty like, and then she's on a, what is it, barbed wire that surrounds. She's got a pretty nice house. She turned it into a shithole.
When he was like saying those things throughout the like unleash me and all that, I was like, oh, like, is this like his ancestor that now he's going to be Scorpio? And then it was just like, no, none of that happens.
That would have been 1,000 times better.
But no.
Nope. It would have been 1,000 times. Whoever wrote this script was like, I'm not even going to hate on it because I get you gave us some Mortal Kombat shit. But the story, God, who authorized that? Who wasn't sitting there like, you know what? Let's just change this part right here and you're done. Do you think they read the script all the way up to like halfway through and just was like, cool? Like, do you think about that? Like, because it would make sense if he became Scorpion. You even setting it up so people read it and be like, oh yeah, he's about to become Scorpion. All right, cool.
Yeah, because he's like those little flashbacks and then that just unleashed me. And it's like, oh, so he has the potential inside him. And it's like, no, he's going to wear this weird, cool looking, no, not cool looking, this weird looking gold piece on his chest.
It's like armor, like an armadillo shell.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
He gets a new vest.
And then well, we're not going to give away what he does because we're going to talk about that when that happens, but no.
Hey, we're doing a lot of spoilers for this.
If you haven't seen this movie, I hope you've seen this movie.
Before watching
and even if you didn't, spoiler, it's going to get shittier.
I can't even tell you how much. We should do a yawn count for this because I just so far had to be like my third one. I talked through it though, so I'm getting better. But it's something.
Oh, fight. It was Oh, no, nope, it's a fight. Nope, they're about to fight. Oh.
You know, she's not going to because she needs you to take her to the location.
What does it matter? What does it matter? I was like, oh, we're about to see. No. Oh, no, it's not. No. Stop teasing us. Gave us a CGI fight. Gave us one real fight in the beginning. Then you gave us a second CGI fight. This time the actual fighter was CGI. Oh, look at him walking over the mountains.
So majestic.
It's like God. Look at that Liu Kang. Look at him. It's like you just know. What is it? What's that movie called?
That's far enough I'm seeing.
Then why'd you just like
attack?
Yeah. What? Why? Why are you doing this? The idea of superpowers. You don't get... Kano does not have superpowers. Sonya Blade is touchy. But Jack's the same thing. They don't have superpowers.
Teach you how you do it.
And then it should only be an outworld thing. So that would destroy what Sub-Zero was doing.
What do you mean?
Like you can gain abilities in outworld, but not in the Earth realm. Get what I'm saying? Like the world is different.
Yeah.
So it would make sense more, but then you like also got Sub-Zero running around destroying fucking Nifty 50s. Throwing ice at it and shit.
It wasn't Nifty 50s. It was some generic ice cream place. Don't do that to Nifty 50s.
Okay, friendlies.
Baskin Robbins?
Nah, Baskin Robbins, don't leave them alone.
You like their ice cream?
Paul Rudd likes their ice cream, and that's enough for me. And they're attached to a Dunkin' Donuts. They know what you come for.
Really? Are they attached to Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, a lot of times Baskin Robbins are attached to a Dunkin' Donuts or something else. So let me
I don't
get
like
coffee.
Baskin Robbins.
Oh, you're a Haagen-Dazs child.
I am. We're like Cold Stone.
Cold Stone, man. They're so good.
I like Cold Stone. I like just putting everything and anything in my ice cream.
Let's see. And it's jacked up because this might connect back to Mortal Kombat for a second.
The ice cream?
Yeah. I'm dead serious. So fucking back in the day when Mortal Kombat, like the 93, 94, whenever that movie came out, I was like 5. So like we used to go to Dairy Queen and it was connected to a Pizza Hut. And the Pizza Hut was running promotions for Mortal Kombat. So unknowingly at 5 years old, Pizza Hut threw Mortal Kombat adult rated game in my face and was like, here, we even have it as a game in here. You can play it at 5 years old, and I never looked back. So their franchise and all that stuff connected is horrible.
See? Unleash me. Like it's such a missed opportunity.
It's not even just this a missed opportunity. Why is the writing like this? My man just stealing everything. He did say he would steal everything. So for those people watching, Liu Kang is played by the guy from Power Rangers.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, the movie, the actual movie, like the new movie with the kids that were like Breakfast Club-ish.
Didn't watch that.
Really good. I would watch that. I would recommend it. It's not as bad as people say. It's got cheesy moments, but it's not as bad as people say. Anyway, the guy who was playing Liu Kang was like the most built fighter and everything. And I'm looking at him now. I'm like, dude is like skinny. Like, I know they told him to lose weight probably, but did he lose his height? Like, was everybody in that movie shorter than him?
They probably all were short.
Yeah, but he's like short now. Like, you look at him, you're like, damn. Like, Sonya Blade is towering. Like even a clip they're showing her bent over, like, and he's in the distance, and they still look like she's taller than him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He has no arms.
No, I just love how they explain how he didn't blood out.
The ice?
Yeah, the ice.
No.
That's why I started laughing. I was like, so that's how you guys rationalize why he's still alive?
I get it. It numbed it, froze it, and stopped the bleeding. But it wouldn't stop the bleeding. Like, the blood is still going to go somewhere. It's got to go through your body still. You need to put maybe the pressure. Maybe the pressure. While you sit here. Can't he just teleport people there?
I mean, he could teleport, yes. This could have been a lot simpler. Maybe a lot of these champions could have been not dead.
And this goes back to what I said.
Wait. So, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to cut. So, their only remaining champions are 4 people? Okay.
Well, the original was 4.
Was it 4?
Yeah.
It was Sonya,
Continue.
Liu Kang,
Continue.
Johnny Cage,
Continue.
Jax.
Nope, Jax wasn't there.
What do you mean he wasn't there?
He got left in the first one.
Really? I should rewatch the first one.
We are going to rewatch the first one.
Sonya.
Everybody out there listening, I know who it is. I just want to, because when I say it, she's going to crack the fuck up.
Who is it?
Art.
Who the fuck is that?
Exactly.
Hey, who is that?
He's the guy wearing the red shirt in Mortal Kombat. Like Star Trek. He's definitely just the body.
Okay.
Art. You know, nobody remembers playing as Art in Mortal Kombat.
No.
I don't either.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about.
But he's the 4th one. It's Art. Wow, that wasn't very hidden.
That's a Google. Who the fuck is Art?
I like how Sub-Zero just opened the doors. You know, fire versus ice. Liu Kang wins every time. I don't know why this is even a battle. How are you losing? What are you doing? You're Liu Kang. Like, come on, bro. Kung Lao, straight through the ground. See, these are the moments you're like, oh, this is dope, Mortal Kombat. And then you're like, oh. Well, how would you stop it? What is this? What is this? See, like, what is this? Oh, Shang Tsung walked in. Everybody stopped fighting now. But he walked in and started fighting us. What are we doing here? Start rumbling. Just start going in. And what would happen is they broke the rules. Therefore, the tournament automatically ends. Like, come on, let's do this. Why? There's rules, regulations, and laws. And apparently people are supposed to be following it. They're obviously not following it. But if you kill off the warriors and you're in the room in front of Raiden, obviously he's going to report back and be like, yeah, they killed them all. They've been cheating for years killing them all. But I literally have them kill them in the tournament ground. Like, they... All right, I'm not getting too deep into this. This is why this doesn't make sense. Still looking up Art?
Yeah.
Good luck. It's your soul is mine. Like, come on, bro.
It's very sad. Just let them fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, just go. Right there. Raiden. You could literally be like, they just tried to cheat. I like, who do you report to? And if this is the case, you can just go around killing each other. Why aren't y'all doing the same thing? Like, there's so many questions. Like, we could do that. We could just walk around, kill him before the tournament. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why would I want to fight him in a tournament? Somebody grab some guns, some knives. Let's go chop this dude up.
Yeah, I'm still reading this, and I'm like, I don't know any of this.
Art
Lean is a...
Lean. I love his name.
Is a character in Mortal Kombat. He's an Earth-round fighter and meets Johnny Cage in the movie on the dock while him and the other Earthling warriors wait to board the boat to the tournament.
Art.
Okay. He's one of the few people who believe the authenticity of Johnny Cage.
Kano, you would be a breath of fresh air if this movie wasn't pointing out the obvious. Nice to meet you. You've already introduced yourself. Who is running this tournament?
Oh wait, I think I do remember this character. Yeah,
That's Goro.
No, Goro's the one that kills him in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do... Okay. Like, I was supposed to remember that character.
He's a red shirt. I said that.
Yeah, okay. He was there for 2 seconds. Okay.
He was there for longer than 2 seconds, but you don't remember the rest of it. Obviously, you met Johnny Cage at the docks, and they had a heart-to-heart moment.
Yeah. It was so impactful that I remembered all these years later.
It was. Because that's when Johnny Cage went, no! And then he's like, I'm going to kill you, girl. That was the only reason. I'm still, what? She should have just shot him in the head and was like, I'm taking his archive. Like, she's desperate.
She is desperate to want to be a part of a fight that looks like it's a losing battle. But, you know.
Surprised she didn't pull the plug on Jax. He's not going to be able to fight. Like, no! like fucking Darth Vader. Looking at his arms like, what is this? I feel like Lieutenant Dan. So
I wouldn't give anything for him to be like, I can't feel my arms. Where's my arms? I feel like he got really good control off of just opening his eyes like, fingers.
Yeah.
What happened?
Like, oh, that was simple. I would love for Sonya to be like, Lieutenant Jax, you got magic arms. This is. Ooh, I'm copying myself, but look, this is insane. This is fucking insane. Let's train. Let's practice martial arts. Cool. But when the going gets tough, here's my hat. I cut people in half with it. Swing, swing, swing. like what?
To eliminate another champion.
Yeah, like, you're going to get into a fight with your fist. Sub-Zero's just going to be like, shh, like, goodbye. And Kung Lao, you're no match for him either. Like what? There's so many more questions. My man is completely ripped, but I feel like he's shorter. Like, I feel like he was way taller.
Okay, I know I keep going back to the Scorpio thing, but I thought the reason why his marking was there was because that's where his final, like, blow was for Scorpio. So that means nothing, right?
Nothing.
Okay. Does that just mean... I don't know. He was to only get them if you killed someone that was marked, right?
Yes.
So he has no recognition of ever killing anyone because he's been born with that. But as a baby, he didn't murder someone.
Who? His
Cole.
I don't think the marking came about till after all that, and then it went after dead champions' relatives type thing.
And then it's pretty much where their final blow is at.
Well, here's where it gets weird.
Because that's where.
So, if you know the Mortal Kombat lore, everything is set up by Quan Chi, which is the wizard, and he's in the underworld.
You're so handsome.
Yeah. So there's way more to it than just like somebody died. Like, if they're following the actual story, which they still could be, Sub-Zero never killed Scorpion. Quan Chi went up there disguised as Sub-Zero and brought a clan, and that would make more sense about the people that died. And then like him doing that is what tricks Scorpion's anger, and then Scorpion's anger comes about, and Quan Chi uses it to attack Scorpion's people or whatever to control them. And because of that stuff,
you're so smart.
Wait, no, I know what you're about to get at. Because of that stuff, it makes sense everything that would be happening in this movie. Like I said, I feel like they read it halfway and then just threw the script down. Was like, it's good enough. It's fine. And then it was like, all right, cool. So we're gonna change this. And I'd love for them to know about this. Nope. How many people do we need for the next movie? All of them. All right, so we'll kill half of them and then we'll bring them back. And then, like, it's like that. Like,
I just don't understand why his marking is there.
Yeah, no, his marking is here.
Yeah, is that where Scorpio got?
Scorpion was stabbed up here, yeah.
Where he has.
But his is like down here. Like, it's weird. I don't know. They're saying that, but that's not possible. It's extremely impossible because it couldn't have existed when he died. Like, his kid has it, which would make sense. Which would technically make sense why, again, if they explain this, why Liu Kang has it, because he's a descendant of Kung Lao. But Kung Lao died. He won the first tournament and they murdered him. And then he's here, so...
I would like it better that Liu Kang gets his marking because he runs over Cole with his car.
No, that would be Johnny Cage, which I think would actually make sense.
No, I said I would like that better.
Yeah, Liu Kang.
Oh, I meant to say Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I feel like Liu Kang is a descendant of Kung Lao, which makes it question how many times has he been killed?
I don't know.
Can anybody die in this movie? Here's the real question. How many people have died in this movie? Actually died. He's going to eat with the blue arms.
Oh, wow. So racist.
I mean, they don't need him. They really don't need him. Well, I mean, everybody should be ready to fight. All you gotta do is murder the other person, right? Like, it's not like, hey, check out my martial arts. It's like, watch me pull out this big ass knife and stab you. Like, this is not professional fighting. They're sitting there like, let's work on our kana and let's breathe in this energy. And then they're trying to have a conversation.
So racist.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything.
Like, this whole conversation is stupid. Their chemistry is horrible. Well,
Oh, he loves his balls.
Of course he does. He's Australian.
Just loves it so much.
All Kano does though is he's the best hurt in this movie, and that's sad. Who's Kano? Who's the Black Dragon? I don't. And that's his power. He shoots a laser out of his eye. What?
I mean, I think fire is probably way better than the laser beam, but
I don't. And why? We don't need to know why. You know what? People about to start farting rainbows for no fucking reason.
why not? That would definitely be Jay's superpower right
Yeah,
there.
here I come. I'm about to fight you. Hold on. Burp. Here's a rainbow. Friendship.
Friendship.
Babality. Like, what? Like, so what is the point of learning how to fight?
Does he even know how to control his laser beam?
Possibly. I don't know. He knows he shoots it when he's angry, but it's supposed to be a metal eye. It would make more sense if it was a metal eye. He just could be like, I can shoot lasers out of my eye now. Like, it's just like, why? But why? Because I hurt my eye when I was fighting that dragon.
Oh my god.
My wife and my daughter, who I abandoned to go visit you, and didn't even check in with them before I left. I just dipped. How? Oh, good to know now. Don't care.
Yes, wow, I can't believe I've seen this movie.
We have seen this movie.
And guess what? After I'm done watching this, we can do this for another month from now, and I'll still have the same questions because I don't remember anything.
I do and don't. It doesn't matter because none of it makes sense, because even if you hit her in a place and she survived and she was raised, did she have a mark? Is there always been a Mortal Kombat? There's supposed to be 10 of them, right?
No, it's been passing down to the ancestors, so
Yeah,
she had one.
Well, this is 16, 17. We know time does not work the same. So there's a huge question. There's a lot of questions here. So 500 years, your ancestors have had a mark and been left alone. But there have been 10 tournaments. Well, this will be the 10th. And now they decide to bother you. That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Can I get, like, the 1940s Mortal Kombat story?
It's so fucking boring.
Yeah, because nothing's happening. What you might not notice, people, is a lot of this Outworld stuff. If you ever seen that old movie Dungeons and Dragons that really sucks, I feel like it's the same, like, reused clips.
I love how Natora got up. She got up crotch first.
Yeah, she
like,
had
she
to.
didn't just like get up. She's like, I'm serving vagina as she got up. Like, it was like not just getting up.
So we're gonna cheat, and when we show up to the tournament, they're like, "We're the Earthrealm people," and the people that are fighting for this side, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, we killed them." They're gonna be like, "So you broke the rules?" And be like, "Yeah." It's like,
Complete fucking asshole named Kano.
I was gonna say also, what is Cabal? What fuck?
Wow.
So what questions don't make sense to you?
Man, I'm ready to take a nap.
Look at Cabal. He's like, ha 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 ha. Remember me? Ha ha. I can still fight. Ha ha. You put me in an iron lung. Well, yeah, I can still fight. Wow. Cabal was like, oh, I can switch him. Easy. Watch this. Wow. He's so easy to switch. Like, what? He said, I know we're in a whole different realm, but how much money would you like? Like, what?
What's the money for?
It's like, here, we pay people in toad shit.
Mortal Kombat coins. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm
right.
going to do with this.
Definitely Crip coins. And then he goes back to his home knowing they are tracking him.
Well, he did send him back home.
He asked to go back home, but that doesn't mean actually, like, here's Earth. Here's Earth again. Not, let me go back to my family. They're going to come kill us.
Wow,
but...
that CGI scene. Ah.
Oh, the laser out the eye?
Yeah.
All the CGI has been pretty bad. Except for Reptile. Look at the smoke. And look at them standing like, oh shit, what do we do? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh God, I'm so tired. I wasn't tired before I watched this movie.
Oh, you just let Kano walk around knowing he's an ex-convict killer. There's the only way I can, the movie's making you tired because it's making your brain hurt. It's like, wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what? Like, I might need to sleep on this. And then you sent Goro. Like, out of all people you could have sent to take this guy, you sent Goro. Like, isn't he the champion of Mortal Kombat? Like, is that a good idea to send him? What if they accidentally kill him? Yep. What the hell?
Relying a lot on a mirror and a crowbar.
Yeah, like... That didn't... I don't know what just happened with that. That was a waste of camera. Waste of film. Oh, little arms. I just like they look like turkey wings. I'm confused. Why is everybody with their powers just... He's dead right there. He's dead right there. Like,
he could take a punch.
yeah, no. Do you remember what happened to Art? Does anybody remember what happened?
I remember his death. Yes, I do remember what happened to him.
Okay. He took 2 punches. This man is getting thrown across a barn.
He could take a punch. That is his power.
Wow. Remember that power you had? It's like the Homer Simpson of superpowers. You get hit in the head with a boulder, you'll be fine.
I'm so upset that they don't have her dressed in her purple attire.
Yeah, right. I mean,
I wanted her teeth to be a little bit more menacing.
I feel like nobody's out here yet. They're like, oh, you're going to see us for the first time. And the one... But you won't kill him? Look, he's on the bad guys team. No, he's not. For somebody who moves like really fast, he looks really slow. Oh, that wasn't a good throw at all. That was a terrible throw. He didn't even have to move his head. Might as well just yell. Attack! Like, it's pretty much what you might as well do. Like, I can hear you. I mean, you're giant with wings. Attack! That was simple.
It was barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, completely easy. He was like, hey, everybody, remember I introduced you to Natara?
Flawless.
So remember Natara? And I was like, she's a champion? Yeah, I fucked up. It seems like nobody on either side is really good at their job.
No.
There's nobody who's like, I'm a professional fighter, I get no problem. Like, both sides are like...
The way he got... I was gonna say, the way he mounted her. But you know what? I'll stick with that word. But, like, it was just like, and now here's my blade, and I'm just gonna... Instead of just trying to, like, maybe move out of the way of the blade, you're just gonna continue looking down the blade and then getting your whole face split in half.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of going, meh, or eh.
Yeah, she couldn't move.
Okay.
She couldn't move. We're gonna go with she couldn't move.
Alright, let's go with that.
You know what's sadder than all that? Cole's wife has done more damage to Goro than Cole has.
Yeah, easily.
It said, why are you fighting him? Here's an axe. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, yeah. Look at that. I got armor. And what does it do? It's there.
It takes a punch like no other.
Yeah. I guess I get stronger. You already were taking these hits, though. You would have probably survived that without the armor, the way the movie's been playing. Okay, that doesn't make you stronger, though. I don't know what it did. It doesn't make you...
I don't know why I thought it was a vest. This long sleeve jacket.
Yay. Every time I get punched, it turns orange. You know what it reminds me of? Oh, that movie that came out 2 years before this. Let me think. Black Panther? Is that what it's called? Yeah, exactly. I absorbed your energy and reject it back.
God.
Yeah. T'Challa did it better. Oh, wow. Thank you for hitting me. Like, what is, like, yeah, like... This is the corniest superpower. Oh my god, your energy made me Kanto sticks. It's probably be messed up if you've never used those a day in his life. What? What? What?
This is so bad.
Yeah, like what?
I'll be so mad that's my superpower. Like, are you kidding me? This is it? Kano has laser coming out of his eyes.
Got a fucking shield. And they killed Goro.
I have an ugly golden jacket. Ugh.
And they killed Goro.
Goro will be back.
Everybody, dude, nobody died in this movie. If y'all have paid attention, nobody's died in this movie. Mortal Kombat, my ass. There's not one fucking death. It'd be like,
is it? Is it?
No. It's trash.
Oh my gosh.
Screws loose. He looked like he just got out of rehab. They used to call him Smokey. I hate when I drop my controller.
No, quick question. This might be a dumb one. So, that's like his ability. His arms are like jacked. But would that have ever been his ability if he didn't lose his arms?
I don't know. Where does he believe all of his energy goes? And that's another thing. Is it only your ability is unleashed when it is basically like pain, destroyed, hurt? Like that's what it looked like when Kano got his eye scratched. That's where his laser comes from. When Cole got his ass whooped, he got armor because he got his chest caved in. When Jax needed arms, he got arms. Like, what do you think happened to Liu Kang? Think he almost like froze to death or something? You think
probably. That's probably how that happened.
That's how Liu Kang got his powers?
Why would you tell that to him? His bloodline lives on. Why would you say that? That's like putting a bigger thing on him.
And then he didn't even give him a chance to leave. It's like his bloodline lives on. I teleported before I teleported him. Do you think he got away? Why would he say that? You know he meant that to be funny, right? Stop sucking my uncle. That's literally what he's doing right now.
Oh, man.
How do you shout Mandarin? Oh, God. He was shouting, no.
He sucked that man's soul right out.
Yes, he did. As Liu Kang shouted in Mandarin, no. Oh, at least he wore a hat. Oh, Liu Kang took his hat. He's gonna need that back for when he comes back from the dead. Everybody comes back from the dead, man.
But just think a lot of men like getting their souls sucked out of them. Right? Yeah, no.
Depends on what you're talking about. It's your fault. Wait, that's what I'm saying.
What now?
I'm telling you.
Didn't the guy who sucked that man's soul out, was it elder god like you? And he did it?
I'm telling you, they've been broke the rules. I've been telling you.
So why do you follow the rules while the other guys don't?
Now you're catching up. As I said, none of this makes sense. They could have been just said, fuck this. And just went out there and just started murdering them like them. No, that's not how it works. And also, how come you guys haven't just trained here? It's not like you need anything. You can train here. Like, this is the perfect place to train. There's nothing here. No.
Yeah, he could.
No,
he could have saved a lot more champions.
He's the worst rate. See, that's what I'm saying. Even original Raiden would be like, teleport. We're gonna go here. Oh nope, I lost my powers. It makes sense why I can't do anything. I lost my powers. But no, they're like, sure. And then he can send anyone anywhere. So that means he can even teleport the bad guys wherever he wants them to be. See? No. What? No.
He's working the cage.
No, he's not working nothing. See, this is bad writing. Again, it's something that happens. You're rushing action, you're rushing fight, and then you're stretching a impossible story. Don't stretch the impossible. Just let it go. That means everybody should have their own individual moment where we watch them and them alone fight these people. Instead of, hey, we seen everybody fighting at one time and some shit happened. He's like, remember that time I fought you like 5 minutes ago? That's what I'm saying. It's too fast. Like, he just fought him.
It seems like they all became really bad fighters within.
That's what I'm saying.
The 5 minutes that they were in the.
There was no. It'd be different if it was like we lost, we got our ass whooped, then they went into training, and then they practiced. They did none of that. Head smash. Fatality. This girl coming through the floor though. Wow, why'd you come out?
Oh, I'm finally hearing the song.
This is the worst time. The iteration?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That like as a little kid, remember that movie, and then like that would come on. I swear I could fight. I used to beat up my brother all the time.
Well, it started at the beginning of the movie, and it got you ready for the movie as soon as the movie started.
Yeah.
They didn't do that here. Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna burn, bro. That's another thing. See, it's not a power. Oh god. Shit. Out the window. Well, you know. Got stabbed in the eye with a gnome.
The gnome that he spit in the hand.
Well, you know, that's Mortal Kombat. That's why I'm still confused about how we're fighting. Oh, she got the mark. See? She got the mark on her arm, not her eye. Very confused, though.
Dumb question. Remember how they said it was like through his lineage? So does his daughter have the same birthmark?
Probably not. He's not dead yet. I think
but he
maybe
said
if
he's been having it since he was a baby.
Maybe his family died of natural causes and it just went to him. Maybe that's why he's an orphan, because his parents were killed. Oh, that sucks. You somehow fell in a thing of oil. Oh, that's the dragon. That's the animality. I wonder if he knew he could do that. And then he got the dragon to eat him. And then set him on fire. In a puddle full of random oil. That was animality, Liu Kang. Not a fatality. There goes your teeth.
There it goes. That's what I came here for.
What? I was gonna say, I'm very confused. She could do all that. What was that for? People not believe in walking?
No, especially not her.
And now she has rings that shoot. Okay. Where'd the rings come from? And she know how to use it immediately.
Yeah. Kind of may seem like the other guys were just really bad at doing that.
I think they were. I don't know. I guess she's just...
Took a woman less than 5 minutes to figure it out.
Yeah, weirdly.
Seems about right.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't figure it out.
Well, you know.
It's not just
She's a mere mortal.
It's cold as hell. He said, I know that bracelet. It's weird that you have it because it's on my wrist. That's how I got this armor.
His daughter made one too.
Okay. That's the point.
They share it.
That's the point. It's like, see, I got one too. Like, oh yeah, you kidnapped my daughter. That's what it is. Oh damn, they're dead because they're frozen. Okay.
I thought he had a whole plan that they were going to take them out together.
It's easy to break. Apparently, everybody in this world is easy to manipulate. Kano, we're about to do. All right, cool. Hey, I got your family. Fuck playing, I'm out. Like, it's like, okay. I don't understand the magic in this, but okay. It's just
He's
this.
unleashing
But how?
his blood.
But how?
His blood.
Again, no. That's not. So the weapon I use with the blood unleashed me, but now I'm all the way behind you, and I'm not using that anymore. Like what?
He said it.
That's all he had to say was get over here. Is that what you've been waiting for this whole movie?
No, every time he says it, I'm just like, yeah, he said it. All right. Right, and now literally this is
It's the best part.
We could have just watched the beginning
In the
and
end.
this.
Yeah.
And I would have been just as happy, and I probably wouldn't have yawned at least 20 times.
Well, probably, but there's no questions in either of these scenes. This all makes sense. This is the only part of the whole movie that all makes sense.
I love that, like, their feud is never ending. Like, they're like Tom and Jerry. Like, it's just off site. It's just we need to fight to the death.
Technically Sub-Zero and Smoke, but yes, same difference. Or Noob Sabat. All right, let's go. Real fight.
It's a fight we all been waiting for.
You stay out of this, Cole.
You
stay out
I
of
would
this.
prefer they would stop even putting the camera on them.
And if your family's frozen in ice, punching the ice won't help them. It might kill them.
Whoa.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
See, that's sick. Freeze the blood. Ew, that's sick. You gonna throw him through it? Ah, bodied. Get up. All right. Square, square, triangle. Left, forward, square.
A whole bunch of button mashing on my side right now.
Yeah, I'm like left, forward, square. Up, down, circle. Left, down, circle. There you go. That was the L1 trigger. Press square next together. There you go. This is it. He said, oh shit, you gonna freeze my descendants family too? Oh yeah, fire. Everybody dies in fire. Not like I wasn't in hell and couldn't see any of this, but yeah. Cole, stay out of this.
He really should. He's so useless.
He's like, whatever you said. What if he told him, get the fuck out of here? And he was like, huh? Don't speak Japanese.
This has nothing to do with you.
Noob Sabat. There you go. Oh, for real? You just gonna do that to him? Bro, you're putting your family in more harm than helping them right now. You're literally swinging at ice. Hellfire. Thank you for waking us up.
I'm like, why didn't you do this before?
I forgot.
I love that, like, now they're in a cage. Like, he closed the door.
I forgot. Bro, you've been living for thousands upon thousands of years. That's what I'm saying. I don't get the time frames. I don't know what he did, but he did something. Oh. I heard them knees crack. When them knees crack, it's it's over. A little bit of lower back. Like, I'm carrying my team. Oh, he understood that though. Japanese isn't rusty. Oh, you're fine.
That's pretty badass. Good for you.
What if he's like, I don't know what you're talking about? Oh, that's the ultimate fatality.
You have the ability to do that. Why didn't you do that from the beginning?
Look, we have to make it cinematic. The whole point of Mortal Kombat is to kill the enemy. So yeah, of course I have a bomb in my hand, but that's boring.
It'd be funny if he turned around to his wife and his kids like, I have no idea what he just said. They don't look like they just came out of ice. They're not even like slightly blue.
Not even cold.
Not even chattering. Like this is.
Like what is cold? I don't know what that is. You're my family. I love you. They look fine.
They're mad chill.
Yeah. Their skin complexion is perfectly fine.
No, I mean, they're mad chill to see like someone just make fire in their hand.
Well, they did just see Scorpion.
I'm just so good. Stretch.
This movie's a stretch. Oh my goodness. So you just gonna cheat and try to kill everybody, but then get all your people killed, and you're just gonna be like, you know what? This is cheating. I'm just gonna bring everybody back to life, and we'll just have a real tournament. So you've wasted everybody's time.
This whole first movie was a waste of everybody's time.
Except for Scorpion. He's the only one who was like, thank you. Thank you for calling me. Other than that, this is a waste of time. Well,
isn't that how you win?
It's not even just that. Isn't that what you literally came like, we're going to kill you, and then that just, I wouldn't even say backfired. They literally got in a fight and they all died. Like it's then it defeats the Look, Raiden, you have not helped us at all.
He grabbed the people and put them in the position to fight them at the end.
After they already just walked the hell in, like they're just like, we're gonna kill you, and you told him, hey, guess what? He's Scorpion's grandson, and then he dipped. He didn't even grab him right away. He just like, oh, I forgot. Nobody wants to see that world championship. For $200, I'd have drilled this guy. I'm like, this is insulting. Like, could have went to work. And Johnny Cage kills Cole. I hope so.
Do you think they're making a sequel to this movie?
They better. I think it's the only reason this movie might even get a little bit of a pass is because they're like, all right, they're setting it up for a way better movie. But that movie doesn't happen. This movie can burn in hell. This is a waste of time. Everybody was brought back. He even said, we're bringing everybody back. I have the power to bring the dead back to life. Like, what the fuck? It's a waste.
I'm ready to take a nap.
All right, James Wan could have did a lot better. How you gonna produce this and this is what you come up with? Oh no, let's look at the reviews for this.
This was a movie.
Yeah, it was just something. Got a 6 out of 10, but a 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let me see.
Wait, that's pretty high.
Yeah, it is. Let me see. So here's funny, it's kind of trivia. The guy who plays Hanzo or Scorpion, he prepared for his role by playing the Mortal Kombat game. And of course he was beating every time, just losing and losing. But he kept at the game to keep learning the stories and the backgrounds of the characters. So he said he had more fun playing the game than doing the role.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Let me see some reviews. Wow, it's a lot of user reviews. Not bad first part of a trilogy, so somebody else has their fingers crossed. Keep in mind that it's a trilogy, so the first film tries to add some background. Lucky there's not much time spent on meaningless conversations. Felt like it was too much time spent on meaningless conversations, but cool. And it gets into action faster. It doesn't. The film does do its job. Not everyone from the game is in it. Of course they're not. And that was Tom Durd. I like the name, Tom Durd. Most people gave it a 6 out of 10.
Well, they already got signed on for a sequel.
I should better hurry up. I love this. Somebody said they spelled combat wrong. As an old fart, I was surprised at how engaging this new take was. The 1995 version was good fun, and this effort maintained the rage. The right mix of kung fu and fantasy, plenty of laughs, gore, and deliciously cheesy, heartfelt moments. You say so.
I didn't feel the heartfelt moments.
I didn't feel any of those moments.
I laughed at moments where I wasn't sure if they wanted me to laugh.
Somebody said shame. With the exception of Sonata and Lawson, everyone's acting is terrible, which is true. VFX looks like low-budget indie sci-fi music / FX is disruptive, and worst of all, script is astonishingly cluttered and lacked a meaningful dialogue or coherent story. Shame.
I see it.
Somebody said 7 out of 10 for nostalgia, 6 out of 10 for the movie. So that was Mortal Kombat.
I would have fell asleep watching this if we wasn't sitting in uncomfortable chairs.
So our review of this movie, it's a good time when your eyes are closed. It's about as far as we can tell you. But other than that, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for watching this with us. If you watched it with us, thank everybody on Spotify. Don't forget to follow us. We got more stuff coming, as we always do. We're still working on a couple other things we got to wrap up. But for the most part, thank you guys. Bye.
Oh my God.